So we're going to the U-Bahn, if I'm not mistaken? Oh, it's yellow. We're totally going to the U-Bahn. The rabbit hole. The only active console in this derelict span of U-Bahn platform is an old video arcade machine. The CRT monitor set into the machine's cabinet glows invitingly. Cheerful, pixelated graphics swirl and dance on the screen. Investigate the machine. At the base of the controller panel, you find a cleverly hidden input port. The port is shrouded in black plastic, and it appears to be the approximate shape of a typical cred stick. Insert Amsel's down payment into the machine. Internal motors grip the cred stick and pull it into the machine. It disappears into the port, and the screen goes black. Moments later, a video image fills the screen. The picture is dark and grainy, a far cry from the bright, colorful sprites that previously inhabited the display. On the screen is a dimly lit office. The place looks like it was pulled straight from an old detective movie, from the Venetian blinds on the windows to the great swaths of shadow that paint the walls black. Center stage, sitting behind a large mahogany desk, is the silhouette of an impressive-looking woman in a charcoal gray suit. The tip of a cigarette glows cherry red in the shadows. She leans forward into the light, and you catch your first glimpse of Alice. Her face is all hard planes and sculpted angles, with high cheekbones and almond eyes. Her lips are painted a frigid blue, but the look in her eyes is even colder. A head of lustrous black hair is interspersed with flowing streams of cyan light. Alice exhales a plume of smoke, then tips her cigarette into a nearby ashtray. She fixes her eyes on you, and her lips curl into a humorless smile. "We're on your dime, friend. Tell me what you're looking for." "I need you to find someone for me, Dr. Adrian Beauclair." She raises an eyebrow. "The Dragon Slayer? Interesting. He's been missing for a long time." "Yes, he has. The question is, can you find him?" She looks you in the eye, and the smile disappears. Her voice is all business. "If he's out there somewhere, I'll find him for you. He could be living under an assumed name in the California Free State, and I'd still track him down. And if he's not alive, I'll tell you where you can find his corpse." "Speaking of corpses, Alice, I think that I might know who you really are." "What the fuck? No, I don't." "Alright." Alice steeples her fingers. "Alright, here's how this is going to work. When you give me the go-ahead, I'm going to start gathering information for you. Once I've finished, you're going to bring me a cred stick encoded with an encryption key that I'll provide you. That cred stick will have 50,000 nuyen on it. When I get my cred stick, you get your information. This is the deal. Take it or leave it." "Alright, you've got a deal." "Okay, but remember, you say go and I go. From that point on, you're on the hook to pay me my fee. No turning back, no refunds. Are we square on this?" "We're square." "Good, I'll be in touch." The screen goes black. Moments later, the machine reboots. The colorful sprites that you saw when you first approached the arcade cabinet return. There's nothing more to see here. Alice is gone. Some bathroom drugs? Yep, it was actually fucking drugs. What a crazy-ass town. Just drugs everywhere. "Hey, Terry, did you finish making the train station?" "Oh, shit, sorry, I forgot to add the drug spawn." Level wouldn't be done without drugs. Head upstairs, tell Amsel what happened. We gotta make 50,000 nuyen. 50,000 nuyen that I don't get to spend on anything. Actually, are you accepting donations, my friend? Because some stuff's happened. Some things have occurred. I'd like to talk about your organization. Are you accepting donations? Get fucked? Yeah, goodbye, Samuel. Paul, I got some good news. "Phineas Irk, did you make contact with Alice?" "Yes, I did. She accepted your payment, and I ordered a search for the information we need." "Very good. I can't imagine that this will be cheap." "What was Alice's stated price?" "You're right on that count. 50,000 nuyen." He shrugs. "It's about as I had expected. Thankfully, we are prepared for this. I have established contact with a number of new clients. You can find information on the jobs logged on your mission computer. One jobs file is on there already. While you're working to earn Alice's fee, I will continue to dig for clues about Fierschwing. If she is, in fact, roosting under the Harfeld Manor, then there must be some evidence to support that fact. A dragon is a large thing to hide, after all. Be careful, Paul. Remember what happened to Monica. I will never forget." Don't worry, Phineas Urk. I'm going to conduct my investigation the old-fashioned way, through contacts and deduction and careful observation. I will not jack into the Matrix until this entire story episode is finished. It's probably wise. Speaking of doing things the old-fashioned way, Molette is working to recover information off those other DVDs. It's a painstaking progress and it will not be quick, but she is optimistic that she will be successful in time. Finally, I've been checking up on her friend, the orc with the skin grafts. I haven't heard anything back yet, but I'll keep you appraised as the situation develops. Sounds good, Paul. I'll go check up on those jobs. One last thing before we go, Phineas Urk. Samuel Beckenbauer wanted me to pass a message to you. Do you know him, the orc who runs the shelter across the way? Yeah, I've given him enough money to fucking build a mansion. Ah, well, he has a job for you. He wouldn't discuss it with me, but he promised that it would prove worth your time. I'll keep that in mind. I'm gonna go talk to him right now, actually. Meet Samuel Beckenbauer about a job. Let's do it. Hey, friend. Hello again. I heard that you wanted to talk about a job? Yes, I do. Thank you for coming so promptly. He takes a deep breath, slowly releases it, and looks you in the eye. Tell me, what do you know about the Humanist Paula Club? Ooh, they're an anti-metahuman hate group. They're from the pen and paper game. He nods, the largest and most well-funded of its kind. The instigators of the Night of Rage, and the enemy of everything that I stand for. Night of Rage? A worldwide race riot that took place in February of 2039. Thousands of innocent metahumans were attacked, beaten, and killed. Women and children were corralled into warehouses for protection, and then burned alive when the structures were put to the torch. This is what Humanist stands for. This is the agenda that its leaders strive to advance. They will not be satisfied until all metahumans everywhere are driven from the face of the earth. Tell me what this has to do with me, he nods. Yesterday I overheard one of my assistants talking on his comm. He was yelling, clearly agitated. I questioned him and he confided in me. What he told me made my blood run cold. Let me guess where this is going. Humanist is planning something, an attack of some kind. He nods. Yes, I believe so. The Berlin chapter of Humanist has arranged to acquire a large shipment of an extremely hazardous chemical. Their leader, Volker Stahl, has a vicious ideologue. It goes without saying that whatever he intends to do, it won't be good for us. I want you to infiltrate the smuggling operation that is delivering the shipment. Once you arrive at the Humanist compound, you will find out what they're planning to do with the chemical and put a stop to it. Race non-human. Fucking well-played, level designer. What makes you think they'll talk to me? I'm no more human than you are. Many of the smugglers are metahumans. If you travel with them, Humanists will allow you into their compound. The rest will be up to you. Why would Humanists deal with a metahuman-run operation? Presumably because they're the best option available. Stahl is nothing if not a pragmatist. He will work with metahumans when it suits him to do so. When he's finished with them, he'll discard them and move on. Wouldn't it be easier to just hijack the shipment? Why allow it to get to the Humanist compound at all? He shakes his head. No, stopping the shipment would not stop Humanists. They would merely acquire another. For a pack of snarling racists, they're extremely well funded. Let's talk compensation. What does this gig pay? I have contacted sister organizations across Berlin and taken up a collection. Between us, we have raised 22,000. I'll do it. Count me in. Poker face. He nods. Excellent. I am relieved. I will make the arrangements for your meeting with the smugglers. Their leader is an elf who calls himself Maxim. Take the U-Bahn to Schottenest, and you will find him waiting there. Best of luck to you, Phineas Urk, and good hunting. Know that you are doing a great thing for the metahumans of Berlin. Your efforts will not go unrecognized. 22,000 million. Good news, everybody! Go to the stash and grab some drugs for glory, though, because there's going to be fighting. Some hyper, some bliss, plus 1 AP. We're going to fucking juice her up 6 ways from Sunday. I have a question for you, the personal kind. Not big, I still need to talk to you. Glory lets out a weary sigh. Ask your questions, but do it quickly. I have things to do. You can't have started running the Shadows much more than 5 years ago, tops. So what's with the vintage chrome? It was cheap, it gets the job done. She shrugs, end of discussion. I don't think so. I've known a lot of street Sams in my time, but I've never met anyone who would voluntarily install cyberware that old. You're right, there's more to it than I'm letting on, but I'm not interested in talking about it. That's all I needed to know. Fine with me. Anything else that you need? I'll talk to you later. Suit yourself. So fucking, we gotta be rough and tumble with Eager from now on. Tried being nice about it, and she was just a big bitch. So the next time she'll be like, hey Phineas Urk, how's it going? And I'll be like, go fuck yourself, Eager. And then we'll become best buds. Dietrich. A lone figure stands in the U-Bahn station. Dietrich. He raises a bottle at you, approach, and tosses it away. Figured I'd run into you here, boss. Wanted to be sure that I caught you before you headed off. He takes a deep breath and slowly releases it, looks you in the eye. Phineas Urk, we have to talk about this Humanist gig. Go ahead, Dietrich. I'm listening. Well, I've got a history with Humanists. I fought him back in 39 during the Night of Rage. Hell of a thing that was. I remember the terror, the senseless violence, the murdered children. I remember this little dwarf boy. They stuffed his body in the gutter, Phineas Urk. I can still see his face all bruised and broken. To this day, it makes my blood boil. Anyway, long story short, we beat him. Berlin's punks and anarchists all came together, and we stomped the living dreck out of those racist pigs. A lot of good people died that night, but we put down some of the bad ones, too. Fucking... Let me guess, you want to come on the Humanist run so you can finish the job. That's part of it, sure, but it's not the whole story. I don't just want to come on this job, boss. I have to come. It's my nephew, Alexander. He signed on with Humanists, driven to by his worthless sack of a dad, no doubt. Why would his father do that? Can't say for certain why that man does anything. I've never seen eye to eye with him, not even when we were kids. My best guess is that he's treating Humanists as a boarding school. They feed and house their recruits, and that's money that he'd rather spend on himself. So he dumped his boy off on them, never mind the fact that they're fascist swine. Dietrich looks you in the eye. I've got to get Alexander out of there, Phineas Urk, before it's too late. Those monsters are experts at warping young minds. It's how their disgusting ideology propagates. So I'm asking you as a personal favor to let me come along on the run. Why the fuck would I not let you come along, brother? We're brothers. Shaman brothers. Of course. Thanks, boss. Never doubted you'd bring me. Of course, you're too good a man for that. But it's good to hear all the same. This is going to get a little fucking dicey, though, if it's just the two of us. Assemble the team. Oh, fucking thank God. Hired runners. In addition to your team, your fixer has access to a small network of mercenaries in the Berlin area. These runners appear below your core team on the runner selection screen and can be hired on a mission-to-mission basis. As you complete missions, both your team members and the available mercenaries will periodically gain access to new equipment and abilities. Any new items, spells, weapons, or weapon abilities that a runner gains will automatically be available for use the next time you take them on a mission. So why the fuck would I hire people? Welcome. 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 Sorry, Blitz, but I gotta bring Dietrich. He's a human shaman. His ears look kind of pointy. We're good to go. Oh, fuck. Did you learn another spell? Nerve Bolt? You got some new armor, I believe? What about you? Did you find a better sniper rifle? No. But I'm okay. I'm okay with that. Looks like they restocked all their gear. I wonder if I can just milk their gear during a mission. You're about to travel to the Schotten Nest. Continue, you bet. False flag. The U-Bahn rattles to a halt at the edge of Kreuzberg. You're only a few blocks away from the Schotten Nest, the Keats that Maxim and his smugglers call home. According to Samuel, they should be expecting you. Okay. We're all set here. Look, boss, I just wanted to thank you for bringing me along on this one. It means a lot. Don't sweat it. Even Shadowrunners have families. He nods. Alexander, he's a good kid, you know. If I'd been there for him, if I hadn't run off to Berlin, left him with his worthless sack of a dad, he'd never have fallen in with those humanist pigs in the first place. The expression on Dietrich's face softens and he claps you on the shoulder. Let's go find my nephew. Let's crack all the humanist skulls we can along the way. The fuckers have it coming in more ways than I can count. So we gotta play it safe at first. Food cart vendor. A matronly woman with a round-faced and kind eyes greet you. Her apron is caked with what looks like about a year's worth of grease. Guten Tag, what can I get you? That depends. What do you have? Well, today we have a soya-based currywurst for 5 nuyen or a soup and sandwich combo for 10. Good, simple, stick-to-your-ribs food, perfect for a cold day like this. I'll take the soup and sandwich combo. That will be 10 nuyen, please. She hands over a small cup of steaming soup and a sandwich. Take a quick bite and swig some of the soup. It's wonderful. Delicious, thank you. She favors you with a motherly smile. Sure thing, honey. The vendor pauses a moment, then steeples her pudgy fingers. We don't see many strangers down at this end of the line. In case you hadn't noticed, things are a little run down out here. You weren't thinking of heading out past the wall, were you? As a matter of fact, I was. Well, it doesn't make any difference to me, but you be careful out there. The people on the other side of that wall, well, they've got no respect for anybody. I'll be careful. Well, best of luck to you, and don't say I didn't warn you. Ooh, a telephone. For my telephone quests. Searching the dead drop, you find a package with the telltale markings of the Schwach-Wellenreiter. Regarding Humanists, this is an open request for information on current and past donors to the Humanist Paula Club. Identifying information such as home addresses and photographs is preferred. The presence of this hate group and its supporters will no longer be tolerated within our community. We will expose them to the harsh light of the truth. The timely delivery of this information will be well rewarded. Freedom of quality information, Schwach-Wellenreiter. Who's this fucking guy? A rough-looking dwarf with a fire plug build holds out his hand at your approach. Hold up, Trog. I don't know where you think you're headed, but you should turn around and go back the way you came. Tell you what, I'll look past the fact that you just insulted me if you step aside. A momentary look of confusion crosses the dwarf's face. Oh hell, I'm sorry, I didn't mean nothing by it. Round these parts, Trog is, well, I guess you'd call it a term of endearment, sort of an ironic thing. He crosses his arms over his barrel chest and cranes his neck to look you in the eye. Look, we're not trying to be hardasses here. Our job is to keep the folks on that side of the wall out. If you really want to head out there, we're not going to stop you. But consider this a friendly warning. There's reason why we're stationed here. There are gangs out there that'd skin you alive as soon as they look at you. Well, then I'll just have to skin them first. He shrugs. All right, be my guest. Go play with the torture gang. Something tells me you'd be a better fit out there anyway. He gestures to the troll standing behind him. Let him by, Sergey. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Shot nest. Oof. It's a very stark contrast. I like it. Oh, hello. That means there might be treasure this way. It's a dead end. It's already talking time. Is Glory here? Yeah, she's right there. It's murder time. The figure at the center of the group shoots you an insolent glance. His fine Elvis features match Samuel's description. This must be Maxim, your smuggler liaison. Well, if it isn't the muscle that Tuck promised us. Look who it is, everybody. The new hires have elected to grace us with their presence. Nice of you to join us. He glances at the PDA on his wrist, then looks back up at you. When he speaks again, his voice is sharp and humorless. You're late, chummer. I'm here, that's all that matters. He lets out a theatrical sigh. Well, you come highly recommended, so I suppose I'll overlook it. As you've already pointed out, we're running late. Shouldn't we get moving? Yes, of course, right you are. He slaps the side of a bulldog step van. A second van of the same design rumbles to life a few feet away. Pile in, people, and be ready. There's rough country between us and the meeting site. We might run into trouble along the way. I'm the trouble. No, I lied. There's a fight. 20 minutes into your trip, the van comes to a screeching halt. Maxim presses his face to the passenger window. From the mix of anger and dread in his face, you can tell that he doesn't like what he sees. Damn it, I knew this was going to happen. I fucking knew it. He cranes his neck around to look you in the eye. Everybody pile out of the van and get ready. Phineas Irk, we're going to need some muscle in a second. As you take your position outside the van, you hear a shrill voice bark out an order. A pair of portable gun turrets begin to self-calibrate in response. Sweeping your gaze over the gangers assembled before you, you identify the owner of the voice. A leathery woman with wild hair and a mirthless smile. She calls it again, her voice brimming with pride. Well, hello out there. Welcome to Rambach territory. Maxim licks his lips, his eyes scanning over the gangers' hastily assembled roadblock. This Keats belongs to Surf Turf, slag. Has for months. You'd better clear it of our way before they show up and force you out. Surf Turf? Those tunnel rats? They're ancient history. Go ahead and call them if you don't believe me. Scream as loud as you want. They won't hear you. We buried them last week. Maxim's expressions turn stony, but his voice remains calm. Congratulations on your victory. You must have taken some losses in the fight, though. I'm betting you're not at 100%. Why don't you let us cross the bridge in peace? There's no need for any bloodshed today. You know what? You're absolutely right. We don't need to fight. You just pay us a small toll, and we'll be more than happy to let you cross this bridge. I'm thinking, say, 500 nuyen per van. Otherwise, you'd better find another way to get where you're going. Because this bridge is ours, and nobody crosses without paying the toll. Nobody. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe this does need to get violent. Maxim turns to you. Get ready to ventilate these assholes, Phineas, or we've got a schedule to keep. Don't worry, we got your back. He nods and draws his weapon. Good. Maxim's voice comes out in a roar. Smugglers, open fire! An ambush! Look at you. Actually, are they on my team? I think they're on my team. Oh, he fucking hit the chili barrel. Things are looking up. You're on my team, right? Ganger Enforcer? They're not on my team. Okay, that's bad. Well, let's fucking start juicing. Where are you, girl? There you are. The juice is loose. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? It's on. I'm gonna say blocked, not your gun, you fucking goof. Get in there. There goes the gun. Don't have line of sight on these rascals. What about these kids, Ganger Thug? Ugh. The AI can probably handle the guys in the front. Oh, you got some more friends coming. Oh, that was a really fucking goofy idea. I'll just shoot it across the map. Does that heal wounds? Nope, that's not a smart spell to cast. Aim accuracy, and then he misses. Handle it, smugglers. Dead. Can you handle this for me, young lady? Oh, that's not sniper rifle range. It's totally shotgun range, though. Kaboom! Hey, do you have a grenade? Oh, you fucking totally do. They cost 2 AP, though. Can you make this shot? Whoops! Just melted some flesh off there. There's some ley lines back here. I wonder how long this fight's gonna go for. What do you know? Electro core. What does it do? Lightning AoE attack. Can you wing him with it? No. He'll just hurt the smugglers. You can't even fucking see anything, dude. Take cover behind this traffic sign. Oh no, I can't. Ah, we're done. Oh, look at you, you're a little shaman. I can't remember if killing them makes the spirit go away. Not a smart shot to make. That's right, shoot the ones that aren't on my team. I like it. Aim accuracy up. Boom! We got one more. That got rid of the summon. Time for a little cleanup. Wonderful. Oh. The NPCs can take it from here. Eliminate the gangers and the turrets. Keep Max alive, which apparently was an optional objective. That's neat. Karma gain 3. Are you okay? Maxim wipes his face with his handkerchief. The cloth comes away wet with blood-streaked sweat. Well, that was unpleasant. All part of the job, though, eh? You said it. I've got to admit, Phineas Urk, this attack has made me nervous. We're running late, we're low on ammo, and there's no time to call for reinforcements. Whichever way you slice it, we won't be going into this meet at our best. When we roll up at the meeting site, be ready. We may need the element of surprise if negotiations go south. Good shooting back there, by the way. Thanks! Kiss ass. Oh, go fuck yourself! How's that? Kiss ass. I saved your fucking life. The courtyard of the Humanist compound is strangely quiet. The only activity you notice is the clatter of the mechanized gates as they rumble shut behind the vans. The bulldogs roll to a stop. You step outside alongside Maxim and the rest of the smugglers. There are crates here, a lot of crates, all scattered in various stages of disorganization. It looks as though your delivery is just one of many that this branch of Humanists has received. The smugglers unload the cargo from their vans with practiced efficiency. The whole operation feels polished and professional, but you can tell that Maxim is nervous. You can see it in his eyes. The smugglers finish unloading the last of the crates, then take up positions around the van. Minutes pass. Nobody comes to meet you. No welcoming party. This isn't a good sign. It's almost as if they didn't expect us to make it here. My thoughts exactly. This puts us in a bad spot, Phineas Urk. I'm not sure what our next step is. You need some answers, and we need to get paid. I'm going to go have a talk with them. What are we going to do, knock on the front door? What makes you think they'll even answer? They've done a pretty good job avoiding us so far. Leave that to me, friend. Dietrich jerks a thumb in the direction of the Humanist compound. They'll have a hard time avoiding us while I'm in there, kicking down the doors and lighting fires. His eyes widen. You've got to be kidding me. That's a Humanist compound, pal. You go in there, you're not coming back out. I'm your muscle. Dealing with situations like this is part of the job description. You're serious, aren't you? You're really going in there. He takes a step back. Well, be my guest. I won't get in your way. When you make it back, if you make it back, we'll be out here waiting for you.